Test.
Good. All good. Let me know whenever you want. Right.
They're going in. Can you get them in the truck now? Yeah, please.
Afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Ardguia, home of Clonmel RFC, County of Tipperary, Kingdom of Munster, God's country, for this round 10 AIL Division 2C clash between second place Clonmel and third place Bective Rangers. Look, before we go through the context of this game, take you through the team sheets, we need to take a moment, folks. A great Ranger has fallen. I'm reminded of Maya Angelou's When a Great Tree Falls. Look, I'm no Maya Angelou, but I'd like to deliver a personal tribute to a man who was nearly like a mentor to me during my early years in Bective Rangers, the great Peter Guy. I was dragged in the gate of Bective Rangers by the Power family and the great Kevin O'Farrell way back in August 1988. And after being formally initiated by officialdom, I was subsequently adopted by the man mountain that was Peter Guy, and is joined at the hip sidekick, the great Terry McCabe, two of Connacht's finest exports. So soon my Bective initiation saw, by select invitation only I might add, attendance at the Sunday morning Senate in Longs of Donnybrook, where the state of the nation and the travails of Bective Rangers were dissected and remedied. Peter Guy, Terry McCabe, Paul Maher, Paul McElroy, John Daly, Frankie Smith, Frank Costello, Ray McKenna, Dave Gillespie et al. A smorgasbord of reprobate Rangers. And look, as a provincial young buck up in the big smoke, I conducted most of my real-life apprenticeship in Packies, with Guy and McCabe in particular assuming their self-appointed roles as my tutors with the utmost seriousness. It was a country thing. Look, they were looking out for a fellow country. They taught me how to drink Guinness. How lucky was I? So having served my time, I was subsequently initiated as the youngest ever Dolly Dimple, with my maiden tour being a Rugby World Cup 1991 trip to Edinburgh, and onwards a couple of days later to Stirling County RFC for even more drink. One of my standout life memories, even to this day, was being introduced by Peter Guy and Maher in Dublin Airport's departure lounge, the bar I might add, not the seating area, to my literary hero, the late great Con Houlihan. Despite my being in awe, trying to remain shit cool and not a fawning, drooling gobshite, Con and I hit it off immediately. Con on the brandy and milk, Guy, Maher and myself on creamy pints, all at 7 a.m. of an autumn Friday. The good old days, lads. And on the bus from Edinburgh Airport into the Caledonian Hotel, Con shared furtive baby brandy sequestered in his battered overnight bag as I hung on his every word. Guy and Maher looking on parentally like two big Rottweilers minding a young pup. Once our bags were dumped in our bedrooms, we adjourned, as you do, to the lobby bar, where Con introduced me to yet another hero, the late great Maurice Ignatius Keane. They say to never meet your heroes, as they may disappoint, perhaps, but not on this occasion. The ensuing two-day bender remains a life moment, although the details are long blurred. Ireland lost the match. Jim Staples lost his head. I think Finlay Calder still has it tucked under his forearm. But it remains to this day the best rugby trip of my lifetime. I blame Peter Guy. Peter, a civil servant in the land registry, was subsequently transferred to Waterford and unsurprisingly joined my old club Waterpark, becoming on-fixture secretary for many years. He was well received. My phone was hopping yesterday morning with old Waterpark friends, inquiring if the news was true, and look, that's a testament to his standing down there. I mean, I was nearly part of the family. Peter had adopted me as a young lad. His wife Jerry looked after all our insurance issues. They eventually retired to France. We lost touch somewhat, so it was wonderful to meet up with both of them on our Toulouse trip back in September of this year. The man hadn't changed a bit. We presented him with a new shiny Bective tracksuit top, a mark of respect more than anything else, and it was, unsurprisingly, a triple XL. The young bucks on our trip, Bective's next generation, inquired of me as to who was the giant, the man mountain that us oldies were chatting with. The only response required was, "That, lads, that's a Bective Ranger." And so another good Ranger departs the scene. Our Bective brotherhood, including the Dolly Dimples, is a lesser place with his passing. Rest easy, Big Peter. Thank you for your service. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Peter Guy, Areshte, Goreva Anam Dillish. So as I said, round 10, Clonmel are going to introduce their choir. I'll just run through the Bective team for you guys. Well, actually, I'm not. I'm going to wait. Fantastic. As I said, folks, God's country. You're in Munster now, lads. Where would you get it? Okay, our team today for this round 10 clash. Doing it Louis' way, so front row, Oscar Egan, Chris Hennessy, Conor Kelly, Oscar returning from injury, having missed the previous 2 games. In the second row, Donald Lawler, Gav Kelly. In the back row, Mark Dennis, Mark making his debut for Bective today, the return of Chris Boole and Tiernan McCluskey. Halfbacks, Conor Halpenny, Matt Gilsonan. 3/4, Dave McPolan, Bobby Holland, Ben Garrett, Chris Rowland. And at fullback, the return of the great Tim Carroll. Subs for Bective today, Luke Meon, Mark Moby O'Brien, Oisin McCluskey, Tom McCarthy and Conor Murphy. So first line out, taken at the back by Donald Lawler. Slower ball, Alpo's going to kick, high hanging box kick. Well taken by 11, looks like 11, Freddie Davis. Clonmel go down the short side. It's a great tackle by Bective. Now Clonmel, they're going to kick high, just on the halfway line. Ball eventually comes through to Tim Carroll. He puts through a little dinky kick into the corner. Jack Walsh back recovering, he kicks long, it's not going to touch. Back with Tim Carroll, he's on the halfway. Puts through another little kick into the 22. Is it going to be too long? Is it going to be too long? Half back there. Tom Ross trying to shepherd it over the dead ball line, but it's going to be a goal line dropout. Your team today for Clonmel: 15 Jack Walsh, 14 Michael Connellan, 13 Henry Buttimer, the captain, returns having missed corresponding fixture before Christmas. 12 Joey O'Connor, 11 Freddie Davis, halfbacks Drew Musa, Tom Ross. In the front row, Jason Monua, Brandon Delicato, Thomas Stransky. Second row, Tom O'Dea and Keith Melbourne. Back row, Conor Bowen, Ben Masuku and Andrew Daly. First penalty of the game goes Clonmel's way. It's an excellent nudge too. Takes the ball up to the Bective 10-metre line. 5-man called. 5-man? 6-man called by Clonmel. They go long, taken at the back by Masuku. Quick ball. Now spreading it wide, they're up to the 10-metre line. Good break there by the captain, Budimer. Still going, wasn't held, he's entitled to keep going. Eventually taken down just inside the Bective 22. Free play for Clonmel, ref is signalling a penalty advantage. So Joey O'Connor deciding he wants to have a shot, take the points. O'Connor's 290 points in his AIL career for Clonmel so far. So, on the 22-metre line, chance to put Clonmel ahead. Struck it well. Okay, good kick. So opening score for Clonmel, we're 4.5 minutes in. First points on the board for Joey O'Connor. It's Clonmel 3, Bective 0.
Big chase.
Gilson with the restart. Kicks it long. It's a good return by 15. Jack Walsh brings the ball just inside the Bective half. Great day for a game here. There was a lot of rain on Wednesday. Clonmel, they got 9 mils of rain Wednesday afternoon, but the pitch is in great nick. It's horse racing terms, I'd say yielding to soft. There's a lot of grass. The pitch is actually in great nick considering the weather they've had. There's not a lot of wind here. It's 8 knots. It's not really going to be a factor. Bective go long, well taken at the back. Ball now with Chris Poole. McCluskey on the burst, returning from his sojourn to study the architecture out in Vietnam and Thailand. Now slower ball for Bective. Counter rooking by Clonmel. Ref is saying it's illegal by Ben Masuku, so penalty to Bective. Wonder what the architecture was like out in Vietnam and Thailand. Gilsonen, that's a good nudge. Brings the ball up maybe 10 metres. 10 metres out from the Clonmel line. Down at sea level today, hard to see exactly. Five-man call by Bective. They go long again, but it's overthrown. Taken by Masuku. He's done well, brings the ball up to the 22-metre line. Clonmel looking to spread the ball wide. Indeed they have. It's a good tackle by Ben Garrett. Slower ball now. Were Bective offside. Crowd were shouting it. Looked like they were. Ref hasn't seen it. So ball is ripped in the tackle. Now what can Bective do? Mark Dennis, well driven back. Now Bective have the numbers to get the ball wide. Tim Carroll, he's done well through a little dummy. Eventually he's tackled by 15, Jack Walsh. Well, a ball turned over again. There's that man Masuku. Had a fine game up in Donnybrook. Scrappy ball, hacked through. Conlon has done really well. He's done well. He's brought the ball up to the 22-metre line. Now, exit strategy. What are they going to do? Tom Ross, halfback. That'll do. Brings the ball up to the 10-metre line. However, ref is saying the ball was brought back in, so it's going to be advantage Bective. They got the throw in just inside the 22. We're 8 minutes in this game. Clonmel 3, Bective 0. Another 5-man call by Bective. Gavin Kelly takes in the midfield. Ball at the back with Prispool. Hennessy. The buff. He's well shepherded, to be fair. Now Bective come down the left-hand side. Gilson, what's he going to do? Didn't want to throw a bad ball, so takes it on himself. Continuing down the short side. Yeah, Bobby Holland. Buried in the tackle. Over Bective recycle. Hennessy again. The buff on the charge. Gilson puts through a crossfield kick over to the wing. Does it? Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Chris Rowland in the right position. Unlucky. Unlucky. Good attacking intent by Bective, but it's going to be a scrum for Clonmel for the knock-on. First scrum of the game, 9.5 minutes in. Changes from the last match. Bective have loose head Oscar Egan back, but Clonmel also have a change at loose end. Sweets isn't around, too busy doing blogs and listen to Justin Bieber, so Jason Manua returns. Believe he broke his leg earlier in the season. This is a return fixture, so interesting to see what happens. Also changing the back row. Conor Bowen comes in at 6 for Clonmel, but Bective have a completely new back row. Return it Tiernan McCluskey at 8. Chris Poole back from a 3-week stint off with concussion. And Mark Dennis coming up from the seconds, making his Bective first team debut today. Clonmel scrum. They get the ball away. Taken on by Joey O'Connor. Relieving kick. Okay, so Bective get the line out just on the 22. They'll take that. Early doors in this game yet, not a lot between these teams. There was nothing between these teams in the corresponding fixture. Last game before the Christmas break, back on the 13th of December, an absolute thriller, 6 tries to 5. Bective scoring a try, the last move of the match, to win by a point. Again, well taken by Bective in the middle. However, it looks like the ball is turned over there. It is indeed. Clonmel getting possession. Manua. Ross with the relieving kick. Is it going to make touch? It's not. Taken by Chris Rowland. Dancing feet. He's made 10 metres. He's done well. The buff, little pullback. Another pullback, trying to work the ball wide. Jim Carroll now with Ben Garrett. He throws it out to Dave McPolan on the wing. Needs to come back inside. He's tackled by Connellan. However, quick ball. Here go Bective again. Gavin Kelly. Slower ball. Halpo's having to dig it out. Carroll again. Taken on by Christian Hennessy, I think it was. The buff having a go. He's done well. He's broken the first line. Looking for someone to offload. Finds his prop partner, Oscar Regan. He offloads to Mark Dennis. Bective go down the left-hand side. Gavin Kelly. Dave McPolan. He's taken down maybe 8 metres out. Quick ball it is. Quick ball. Chris Poole on the charge. Slower ball this time. Gilson, what's he going to do? A little show and go. Hennessy. Bective just holding on to the ball, going through the phases. McCluskey. Buried in the tackle. Good defence by Clonmel. Halpenny gets it out to Mark Dennis. Penalty Clonmel. So not sure what that was for. As I said, I'm down at sea level. There is a stand here, but it's fairly full behind us. Don't want to be annoying the Clonmel people standing up in the middle of the stand roaring Bective stuff, so we're right down here on the touchline. Reasonable nudge, brings the ball up midway between the 22 and the 10 metre line. So we're coming up to 15 minutes in, no tries yet. 3 points the difference, Clonmel 3, penalty from Joey O'Connor after 4 minutes. 5-1 called. Number 8, Andrew Daly in the first receiver position. Ball is well taken too by Clonmel. Yeah, the referee is saying Bective brought it down, so free shot for Clonmel here.
Great maul, Clonmel, great maul.
Good driving maul by Clonmel there. Feature of this team, they do have a good line-out maul. O'Connor, safe nudge. Brings the ball just shy of the Bective 10 metre line. So Brandon Delicato with the throw in. 5-man called. A lot of animation, but Clonmel secure possession. They have a good set on the maul again. Ball at the back with Delicato. He scores a lot of tries. He's got 9 AIL tries for Clonmel so far. They're moving forward well. Bective going to be penalised again for dragging that down. So Clonmel clearly exerting dominance here at their line-out maul. Bective need to be careful. We're only 16 minutes in. We're 5 penalties against already, as opposed to 1 from Clonmel. And look, ref today, Breon Bennett, we had him against Ballyclare. He gave 16 penalties against us and a yellow card. So he's not going to take any nonsense. We need to be careful here now. Another 5-man called by Clonmel, taken by Melbourne safely in the middle. Ball at the back with Daly. He's now got it back to Delicato. Bective are pushing them across. They're going to have to break off here, Clonmel, are they? Hard to see from my position. They're still going forward. They're very close, they're in. They're in. It's a try for Clonmel and a yellow card for Bective. Warned about that. Is it a try or is it a penalty? It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Okay, but it's a yellow card for Tiernan. Yellow card for Tiernan on 18 minutes. Another good attacking platform here now for Clonmel. So you suspect they'll go to the middle with Melbourne again and set it up. If it ain't broken, no need to fix it. Big number 8, Andrew Daly in the first receiver position. They go to the front, but they still got it back. Ball is with Daly. They're very close to the Bective line. Close to the Bective line. I think it's a penalty try. It is. It's a penalty try. And he's going into the pocket again. Second yellow card for Bective. This time it's against, looks like it's loosehead Oscar Regan. So we're in trouble now. We're down 2 men. 2 consecutive yellow cards in the space of a minute. It's got Bective down to 13. I'm also looking at Dave McPolan here. Standing on, have I missed something? Why is Dave McPolan also off?
There's 2 yellow cards.
Well taken by OD. High hanging box kick. Carroll underneath it. Takes man and ball, but he does well. He offloads it to Gavin Kelly. Kelly eventually tackled by 9. Tom Ross. Quick ball for Bective. Chris Hennessy. He's well stopped. Stopped on the gain line. Gilson puts up a huge towering kick. It's going to land just inside the 22. Safe take by 15. Jack Walsh. Okay, so just explain to me there, Dave McPolan on the wing has come off because 2 yellows in the forwards. Needs to get another forward back on the pitch immediately. So Mark Moby O'Brien, 18, has come on. 17 rather. So first quarter over, man down injured, time to take stock. Clonmel clearly in the ascendancy here. They're 10 points to 0 winners. They've got a penalty try. They've got a dominant line-out maul. So it's important now how we handle this. It's not a surprise. We know this is how they play. Clonmel haven't been beaten down here in Ardguia since 1st of March last year. Monkstown beat them by 2 points. Since then, unbeaten. Very few people come to Ardguia and win. So big challenge for us against Pat O'Connor's Clonmel. Let's see how we react. Substitute for Bective now. We've got 15 Tim Carroll coming off for treatment, so Dave McPolan slotting back in. Chris Roland will move into fullback, I suspect. Substitute coming on as well now for Clonmel, 17, David Coyne. Not sure who he's replaced. Now, Bective need to settle. We're down 2 guys. We've got 6 minutes left on Tiernan's yellow card. 5-man call by Bective, well taken at the back by Donald Lawler. That's a good drive and maul by Bective. Ball at the back with Chris Hennessy. Chan, of course, scored 4 tries in the corresponding game. Bective easing forward. They're just shy of the 22. They've still got momentum. Now Chan breaks off. He needs support. Looks like he was taken high. Hasn't been seen. Bective now. Do they go wide? Old man Bobby. Gavin Kelly dunts the first man. He's done well. Takes it just into the 22. Bective recycle. Continuing down the short side. Hennessy again. He's made 5 metres. Penalties and a penalty try against Bective. Penalties usually the result of pressure. It's good clearance by O'Connor, brings the ball up to the halfway line. So Tim Carroll's just a cut. It's a cut on his chin. He's going to return, which will be good news. Just trying to, Ross Hickey there, trying to stem the blood. That's crooked. Ref hasn't seen it. Clonmel taken on by 11, Freddie Davis. Now quick recycle by Clonmel. Beautiful flip pass. Well done by Dave McBolan. Made the tackle, is now hacked the ball through. Ref eventually, I think with help from his AR, is bringing it back for the knock on. To be fair, I think he's right. So he's bringing it back for a knock on. It's going to be a scrum to Clonmel. You can see all the forwards cleaning their studs. It's going to be a forward stay here, lads. Pitch in reasonably good condition, but it is a bit heavy. It's on grass, you know. Dara Froley and Mossy Hartree on the Club Scene podcast. Challenging, pointing out that Bective haven't won on grass all season. We only win on Astro. And conversely, the matches that Clonmel have lost this year have been on Astro. Lost down in Musser, they lost up in Bective. So, is it a battle of the conditions and the pitch conditions? Good scrum there by Clonmel, trying to get the ball wide. They have got it wide. Taken on by, I think it was Freddie Davis on the wing. Quick recycle ball. There's the skipper, Bodemer. Good dunt by him, brings the ball inside the Bective 10-metre line. Quick ball again. Taken on this time by 15, Jack Walsh. Again, quick recycles. Good play by Clonmel. They're all over us at the moment. They've great momentum. Big Keith Melbourne charging through. They get the ball out wide again. Now the fly half. Oh, unlucky. He was looking to release Conlon on the wing. Rollers went for the intercept. Different ref may have called that a penalty, but he said it was a genuine attempt. So we're 27 minutes in. We've a minute left on Tiernan's red card, 2 minutes left on Oscar's yellow card. I am corrected, yellow card. The younger brother correcting me here on the side. And we're also waiting for Tim, just trying to get this blood stemmed on his chin cut. Bective change in the front row. Chen has gone in at loose head. Chris Poole has moved from the back row into the hooking position until we get Tiernan and Oscar back on the pitch. It's a good scrum by Clonmel. However, they release it at the back to Conlon. Big long pass. Long floating kick by the out half. Drew Musa. Ball is taken on. It's taken on all the way through. It's tackled just shy of the line. Looks like he rolled over. Ref is giving the try. So, second try for Clonmel. We are 28 minutes in. Clonmel in the clear ascendancy here. Bective still down 2 men. And they've also got Tim Carroll just trying to fix a cut on his chin. So Joey O'Connor, similar position to where he landed his previous conversion. He struck that well too. He struck that well, it's straight through.
Let's go, Tiernan! Stop going for the ball, Tiernan. Go, Tiernan! On the floor.
So we're 29 minutes in. Tiernan McCluskey's yellow card period is over. No, AR is saying he wants him back off the pitch for another minute. So Bective in trouble here, let's be honest. We're coming up to 30 minutes into this game. We're still down to 13 men. Yeah, so confusion. However, we got Tiernan back on. His yellow card period is over. We've another minute left for Oscar before he returns. So Bective, 14-man Bective. They are 17 points to 0 down after 30 minutes. Clonmel clearly in the ascendancy. Really important now on who scores next. Clonmel now, of course, their gander is up. They're playing with a lot of freedom. Daly, well tackled by McCluskey. He's actually driven him back 5-10 metres maybe. That's good defensive work by Bective. So driven back into their 22 Clonmel. You suspect they'll use a kick exit here by the halfback. No, little show and go. However, he's well tackled. Chris Poole on the ball. That's a Bective penalty. Well played, Pooler. Dangerous play there by 9. Tom Ross took a chance. Bective now back up to the full complement of 15. Oscar Egan coming back on. And Tim Carroll also back on at full back after having that blood stemmed on a chin cut. So really important Bective score in this half. Got to get something out of the half. This is a good attacking opportunity for them. Got a line out 5 metres from the Clonmel line. Mark Dennis now coming off, so Mark Moby O'Brien is going to stay on, but main thing is back up to the full complement. 5-man call by Bective. Suspect they'll go to Gav Kelly in the middle to secure possession. They go long, well taken by Donald Lawler at the back. Good maul set up there now by Bective. Ball with Chris Poole. He's taken down maybe 1 metre shy of the line. Pack, pick and drive, go again. Good defensive work by Clonmel. Driven us back a metre. Clonmel doing well, holding Bective out here. Hard to see what's happening from my position. Looks with his ball at the back with the buff. He has a go, he doesn't make it. Pack continuing to try and worm their way over the line. Taken on by McCluskey. He's done well. Referee, arm out, free play for Bective, free play. Ball out to Bobby. He pulls it back to Gilso. Well, ref is going to call it back for the penalty. Third penalty against Clonmel in this half. Now, really important phase of play for Bective. Tip and go. Looks like it's Tiernan McCluskey takes it on again. Shy, another pick and go. He looks shy as well from where we're standing. It's hard to see. Tim Carroll screaming out wide for the ball. Donna Lawler. No. Held up. Good defence by Clonmel. Again, you talk about, looked like they actually invited him over the line, knowing they were going to be able to hold him up. Paul Hatton has spoken about that before. The defensive play is get in under them, then bring them back over your line, because you know you're going to get a held up call and a goal line dropout. So that's a disappointment for Bective. We're 34 minutes in. Score is still Clonmel 17, 2 tries, Bective 0. Need to get something out of this half. So a little break and play. This will suit Clonmel, gives them a chance to just set and clear their lines. Bective desperate to get a score on the board before half time. So Clonmel, big long dropout coming in just shy of the halfway line, taken by Tim Carroll. What's he going to do? He's going to do what he always does. He's going to run with the ball. However, Delicado took it there, but the referee was saying he didn't release in the tackle, so penalty to Bective. Gilson, skipper, decides to go into the corner. It's a great nudge too. That is a great kick, Gilly, right in onto the 5 metre line. .36 minutes on the clock. Clock isn't stopping for injuries, and we've had 2 long breaks in play, so there's probably another 3 or 4 minutes to add on to that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-man call by Bective. Taken by Gav Kelly in the middle. Ball at the back with Chris Poole. He's driving out, he's in, he's over. That's a try. Excellent work. We're back in the ball game. 36 and a half minutes in. First try to Bective. The return of the South African try-scoring machine, Chris Poole. We missed him. He spent 3 weeks off with concussion. Marks his return with the try. Excellent work. Good call too by the skipper, to be fair, to go into the corner. Got every last inch out of it. Gilson looking to add the extras. Struck it well, he struck it well. Oh, he's just pulled it ever so slightly. Okay, 37 and a half minutes in. Bective get on the board. Score now is Clonmel 17, Bective 5. Two things important here. You're at your most vulnerable after you've scored, so we need to not concede anything this side of half time. O'Connor, big, long, high hanging kick taken by Chris Poole in his 22. Now, exit from Bective. Just don't give them a chance to score this side of half time. And from where I'm looking, it looks like we're outside the 22, so Halpo's going to have to take the kick rather than Gilly. Yeah, good kick by Halpo too. Good kick all the way up to the halfway line. That's an excellent relieving kick by Halpo. Okay, perfect set piece restart there. Didn't give them a chance. Take the ball all the way up to the halfway line. We're 38 and a half minutes in, plus there will be, as I said, 5 to 6 minutes of injury time. Yeah, there's a committee meeting happening here with the Clonmel pack. That's not allowed anymore, Brian. So 5-man called, taken in the middle by Tom O'D. Quick ball, here we go. There's Daly out in the midfield. Fine player, he had a great game for Clonmel up in Donnybrook last month. However, he stopped at source now. They're going to kick. Tim Carroll, well positioned. Big left boot, returns it with interest, but also well positioned is 15, Jack Walsh for Clonmel. He's going to have a run. He's beaten Dave McBolan. He's broken through Ben Garrett. Eventually he's taken down by Gavin Kelly. Now 10-metre line, Clonmel, what are they going to do? They're trying to get the ball wide. Daly, beautiful offload out the back of the hand. Now they get the ball wide to that speedster. Freddie Davis puts through a kick. Tim Carroll is underneath it. However, not sure where the ref there is saying what's the signal. It's a penalty to Bective. We'll take that. Not sure what it was for. Maybe they were ahead of the kicker, I'm not sure. Freddie Davis, 11 with the scrum cap on the far side. Absolute speedster for Clonmel. Got a try against us in the corresponding fixture, and he's 17 tries in his AIL career so far. Now, Carroll, bit of a scud missile, but makes touch, will take it. Brings the ball up just shy of the Clonmel 10-metre line. We're on 40 minutes on the stadium clock, so it's whatever time the ref Brian Bennett is adding on. I'm guessing 5 to 6 minutes. Again, well taken by Gavin Kelly. He's having a fine game. Hennessy, taken down by Masuku. Ball is knocked on. Daly, again, they're looking to get the ball wide. 14, Conlon's going up the side. He releases the ball to his fly half, Drew Musa. Eventually tackled into touch by skipper Matt Gilson. That's an escape for Bective. Moose giving the ref a bit of jip, so he's given a penalty for lip. We'll take that, thank you very much. It's a get out of jail for Bective. So surprisingly on a big pitch, and Clonmel with a dominant line-out maul, they're more than happy to spread the ball wide as well. As I said, speedster Freddie Davis over on the far side, and Conlon is no slouch on this side. Good kick by Gilson just inside the Clonmel half. We've about 3 minutes left in this half. Five-man call by Bective. They go long again, well taken by Donagh Lawler at the back. Hennessy offloads to McCluskey. He's tackled just on the 10-metre line. Man on the wrong side there, slowing the ball. Beautiful quick hands by Gavin Kelly into Pooler again. He's taken, looked like a head tackle. Now Bective, quick recycle. Bobby gets it out to Ben Garrett. Now Tim Carroll on the break. Eventually he's taken down just shy of the halfway, or the 22-metre line. Shane Hennessy, he offloads it to Oscar Regan. Needs support. Resource the ruck. We do. Quick ball, the Buffalo. Tiernan McCluskey takes it on. Ball spills back to Gavin Kelly. Now, looks like the buff again. Indeed, it is the buff. Bective inching forward. Offside penalty against Clonmel. That's their 7th penalty in this half. Now, decision time for Bective. Tip and go. Take the points into the corner. Probably looking at the last play of the half here. Skipper Matty Gilson. No hesitation. Going for the line out. So could be the last play of the half, Rory. Thinking this will be the last play of the half. It's a 12-point match, but Bective a little bit of momentum going on now since they got that try by Chris Poole. Also, don't forget Clonmel scored their 2nd try when Bective were down to 13. So Gavin Kelly, secure ball, good drive on by Bective. They're inching forward, 3 metres out, ball at the back with Chris Poole. Going around the short side of their end, second try, Bective Rangers. Very, very far away from me. Think it was probably Chris Poole. We'll give it to him for the moment. We'll do the post-mortem on the bus on the way back. No, Conor Kelly, was it Conor Kelly? Not sure. We'll have a steward's inquiry. Bottom line, Bective bang on the stroke at half time, get their 2nd try, pulls us right back into the game. Score is now Clonmel 17, Bective 10. Difficult kick now for Gill so far on the right. Struck it well. No, just shy of the post. Okay, that's it. An intriguing first half here in a cold, but not miserable. Right, we've had worse conditions. A cold Ardguiha, Clonmel, penalty try and a try against 2 tries for Bective. Difference being Clonmel have also got the conversions and kicked a penalty. So at half time here in Ardguiha, it is Clonmel 17, Bective 10. We're going to take a smoke break, folks. We'll be back to you in 5 minutes. Ben Mannion, Bective head coach. We're back in the game after a difficult first 20. Ben, what's your thoughts?
It took us a long time to get kind of adjusted to the conditions. It's really slippery and slidey out there, really heavy underfoot. Certainly not like the plastic we're used to playing on. And we got on the wrong side of the referee early on, and their maul was causing havoc. But we seem to have arrested momentum a little bit. We've fought our way back in. Next score is going to be crucial, but hopefully we keep the momentum.
Good luck, Ben.
Thanks, Chuck.
So, second half underway. Short, high, hanging, contestable. Taken by Bective, it is. Harpo gets it to Gilso. What's he going to do? Swinging it wide. Bective want to have a go. Ben Garrett out to young Robert Holland. He's eventually tackled by 6 Connor Bowen. Quicker ball for Bective, taken on by the buff. Musa tackles him. However, Bective inching forward. Now, backs, what can we do here? Rollers taken by Chris Poole on the charge. Needs to get the knee down, he does. Okay, so it's a ruck, hands off. Bective continue down that short side, little inside pop to Mark Moby O'Brien. The buff dunks the first man. Now Gilson, Jonah Lawler, great tackle. Got to hand it to him, little halfback Tom Ross put in a super tackle there. Ball broke loose in the tackle. Talking at half-time to great Clongonian Adrian Bartels, manager of the Cashel Palace Hotel. He disagreed with my assertion that it was overpriced and overrated. It wasn't. I was just taking the mickey, Adrian. Adrian's a good lad. Good to see him down here today. Right, first scrum of the second half. Fed into the second row as per. Now Joey O'Connor has a little show and go. Cuts inside the first man. Cuts inside the second man. He's done well. Bowen, well tackled. Good counter rooking by Bective. Think they might turn this over. Looked like it was knocked on in the turnover. It was, but good defensive work by Bective there. As Coach Ben Mannion said, next score is going to be crucial in this game.
Just stand there all day.
Again fed into the second. Well, he's consistent. They all do it now. Can't say I agree with it. Clonmel trying to spread the ball wide. Eventually put through. That's a good kick. Good chase and kick. Tim Carroll back. Need support, lads. Need support. Taken by 20. Luke Hogan. So exit for Bective now. Probably be Halpo. Gives it to a pot of forwards. Just trying to widen the angle for the kick, I suspect. Go down the short side. Stop playing ball here, lads. Stop playing ball here. Just get out of our 22. Halpenny eventually clears the line. Okay, so another committee meeting in the Clonmel pack. Well taken in the middle by Melbourne. They're inching forward now. They're inching forward. No penalties here now, men. No penalties here. No penalties. They've done well, Clonmel. Can't see who has the ball. Is it at the back with Daly? I'm not sure. Now, ball to ground. Manua. Clonmel inching forward here. O'Connor goes to ground. They're about 4 meters out from what I can see. It's knocked on. Knocked on. Get out of jail for Bective. We'll take that. Knocked on. So this Clonmel team, as I said, really hard to beat down here in Arguia. They ended up 6th last season in 2C, and they're second in this league. Thomond leading the league. Thomond at home against Bruff today. A local derby, that'll be a good match. Thomond on 36 points in the league. Clonmel second on 34. Bective on third on 31. So this is a crucial game in the whole context of the league. first of the rematches. Now, no fannying around here, lads. In and out. Get out of our 22. Effective goal left. Tim Carroll now. He has a huge left boot. He uses the huge left boot. Brings the ball up just shy of the 10-metre line. Good exit by Bective. You can see on the AR's flag the wind has started to pick up here now. That was not forecast. The wind is picking up. It's getting dark and gloomy. Usually if the sun goes down, the wind goes down, but Clonmel now got the advantage of a wind in this second half that wasn't here 40 minutes ago. Well taken again by Tom O'D. However, Bective have countered well there, have they? Is it turnover ball? No, it's slow ball. Ross having to dig it out. Manua makes a couple of meters. Bowen makes no meters. Good tackle by skipper Gilson. Taken on by skipper Henry Portimer, but good counter rucking by Bective. They've turned the ball over now. Moby. No arms tackle there. We'll take that. First penalty of the second half is against Clonmel, so good defensive work by Bective. We'll be happy with that. So Tim Carroll, boom and left boot. That's a great kick. It's a great kick. Looked like it was great defensive work by Freddie Davis there. Need to see that again. I thought he did that correctly, but the AR is saying no. So attacking lineup for Bective just inside the Clonmel 22. We're 49 coming up to 50 minutes into this game. Overthrow by Bective, however, it's tidied up by young Robert Holland. Now, what can Bective do? Oscar Egan swivels, pivots, sets it up. Chris Hennessy crossing by Bective. It was. It's unfortunate. Let off there for Clonmel. It's a great relieving kick by Joey O'Connor there. He's a fine kicker, he's a fine player, that kid. Brings the ball up just shy of the the halfway line. Another slow funereal march by the Clonmel pack. Ref needs to hurry them up. The days of this committee meeting and taking an age to get up there, they're over. Shouldn't be allowed to get away with this. 5-man called. Tapped back, scrappy ball, but halfback Ross has done brilliantly. Dale is a forward pass. He's missed it. Oh, come on. Unfortunate. It was in line with us. It was a forward pass. Ref can't see anything. Everything rather. Who'd be a ref? So Bective penalised. Gives Joey O'Connor another chance now to push Clonmel deep into the Bective half, and he takes it. It's a great kick. That is a great kick. Brings him up about 18 metres out from the Bective try line, attacking line out. They've done well in the line out today, Clonmel. Melbourne and OD in the second row are lording it, and they've got a strong driving line out maul. Go long this time, and it's taken at the back by OD. Now, quicker ball onto Masuku. He's tackled maybe 5 metres out. Pick and go by the pack. They're very close. Again taken on. Looked like it was Manue. Daly, it is Daly. He's managed to work the ball back. So the pack will get another chance. Big second row. He has a go. He doesn't make it. Now there is space out wide if they want to go wide. No, they try and keep it in the pack. Manue again. He's driven back. Now they come down the left-hand side. Fly half. Long floating ball. That's a great pass. That's a great try for 11, Freddie Davis. However, referee is calling it back, saying the long floating pass was forward. That's an escape for Bective. I mean, they played it perfectly. Pick and jam, and then as you tell the kids, you're coaching them at minis, where's the space, kids? It's out wide. It was out wide. What looked like a beautiful floating pass out to 11 Freddie Davis and loads of space on the left. But unfortunately for Clonmel, it was forward. Okay, little break in play, number of people down injured. We're coming up to 54 minutes in this thriller in Ardguia, a gloomy Ardguia. They may want to turn on the lights here. 2 tries apiece, Clonmel 17, Bective 10. You can see why this Clonmel team are unbeaten in 10 months down here in the beautiful Tipperary in the Golden Vale. Well supported too here. I'm looking in the stand. There's a couple of 100 people here. They're very vocal. They're not going to make it easy for anyone. They're certainly not making it easy for Bective Rangers today. But look, it's a thrilling match. It's a great club match. Good advert for the AIL. Now, defensive scrum for Bective on their 5 metre line. You want to be getting this ball in and out quick, smart lads. Looking for our kickers. It's a good scrum by Clonmel. Bective get the ball out though. Harpo makes his touch, doesn't get a lot of distance on it, but look, it was a good drive by Clonmel. We're happy to just get the ball out of there. Again, another 5-man called by Clonmel. Big number 800 Daly in the first receiver position. They go to the front, secure possession, trying to work the ball to the back there to Delicato. Looks like it's back with them. They're inching forward. Hard to see what's happening from here. They're over the Bective line. Can they get the ball down? Oh, he's given another penalty try. Jesus wept. Another penalty try. And now the love is going to go into the Foca here. Not sure about this, Brian. Speaking to his touch judge. He's not given a card on this occasion. Not given a card. Okay, so 57 minutes in. Moves the score on to Clonmel. 24, Bective 10. Penalty try. Subs for Bective now. 16, Luke Meon coming on for Oscar Egan, and 24, Oisin McCluskey coming on for his older brother Tiernan. Lights finally come on. Somebody put money in the meter. Ball was knocked on there. Ball was knocked on. He has seen it. Okay. So, interesting part of this game now. Clonmel on 3 tries, 2 of them penalty tries. Be disputing that last one, but I'm not the referee to Bective's 2 tries. So, 14-point game. Strange that there was no card for that penalty try. Makes me think that maybe he was unsure of actually the whole decision. However, look, it is what it is. We'll take it. But 14-point game now. Important Bective come back and get the next score, any score. Well, the ref has given a free kick, so taken by Gavin Kelly. He's done well, made 10 metres. Now quick ball for Bective. The Buff, his brother. Bobby Holland on to Ben Garrett. Bective recycle. Chris Poole, he's hit well. However, Bective recycle again. Continue down the short side. Bobby Holland. Rain just starting to fall here now in Ardguiha. Gilson pops it on to Chris Poole again. Chris has done well. He hasn't played a game in 4 weeks, I think it was. It's a good defensive hit by Clonmel, driven us backwards. However, Bective still have the ball. We're on the Clonmel 22. Going down the short side this time. Slower ball, Halpo having to dig it out. Chris Hennessy.
Come on, Clonmel! Win again, Clonmel! Well done, Clonmel!
The Buff. His brother, Gavin. Needs support now, needs support. You need to resource this when he hits the ground. Quicker ball, it is quicker ball. Hennessy again. Ball is broken loose in the tackle by the look of it. It has. It has. Bective will be disappointed.
Like, they're just stuck in the middle. We're not getting outside. We're fucking barely coming onto the ball. Like, you take it at pace. It's 3-1 hard.
Another injury break here. It's getting dark and gloomy. As I said, the lights have just come on. The rain is starting to fall. Rain is early. Wasn't due till 7 o'clock.
I thought you were trying. Hold back at home.
Come on,
So, how do Clonmel want to exit? They're going down the left side. Eventually, big long kick by the 10, Drew Musa. That's a great kick. It's a super exit. Brings the ball just inside the Bective half. Super exit. They have got the benefit of the win now this second half, which wasn't around 40 minutes ago. So Bective, after a good attacking opportunity all the way into the 22, are now driven back. Need to start again. Be patient. We're 62 minutes in, so there's at least 18 minutes left in this game. It's a 14-point game. Clonmel 24, Bective 10, but you get the impression Bective are working their way back into this game. Just need to be patient. Hold on to the ball. Well taken by Gavin Kelly. Bobby Holland. Ben Garrett onto Tim Carroll. He's tackled, taken down just shy of the halfway line. Gilson, little show and go. Eventually stopped by Daly. Now Bective continue down the short side. Gavin Kelly. It's well done to by skipper Donlan. Over the top kick. Ball is broken loose. Here's a chance. Ball is hacked on. Down and up by the 11. You got to let him up, lads. Got to let him up. Ref has left that go, has he? He has, and given the penalty to Bective. Not sure about that. Gilson takes the ball, kicks it right over onto the left-hand side. Doesn't bounce well, but taken by Dave McPolan. He's eventually dragged down. Oisin McCluskey. Now Gilson wants to spread it wide. It's with Ben Garrett. He gets it out to Donald Lawler. He's well tackled. Bective continue down the short side. Gavin Kelly. All action today by Gavin.
Get in the fucking game, lads!
We go again. Mark Moby O'Brien. He brings it forward a few metres. Quick ball. It is quick ball. There's Luke Meon just on the pitch. Bective now going through a lot of phases here. Inching forward. Chen, quick ball. Here it is again. Gilso. Tim Carroll. Offloads the ball in the tackle to Dave McPolan. Just hold on to the ball, boys. Hold on to the ball. Looks like it was Hennessy again, was it? Oh, Jesus. Couldn't see what that was for. As I said, I'm down at sea level here. Tip tackle, the ref is saying, tip tackle. Yeah, we've a Clonmel man down injured. Frustrating for us here on the sideline, but must be equally frustrating for the team. They're putting in a lot of work here, getting into the danger zone and then conceding penalty switches. Not great. Referee now having a word with skipper Matty Gilson. Gilson not short of a few words, as you'll know if you read his article in Irish Rugby yesterday. So we're 65 minutes on the clock, plus there will be some injury time here. Remains a 14-point game. Clonmel 24, Bective 10. Next score is crucial here. So O'Connor with the relieving kick. The Clonmel man is still down on the floor on the try line. Substitution now for Clonmel. Then Masuku, all action number 7 coming off. Being replaced by number 18, Zach Cahalan.
Honestly.
A lot of animation taken. It looked like it was knocked on by 6. Conor Bowen. Bective have now turned the ball over. Moving the ball wide. It's with Tim Carroll. He's up to the 22. He's over the 22. Eventually he's dragged down maybe 15 metres out. Now quick ball, quick ball, quick ball. It is quick ball. Dunalola on the charge. He's hauled down by 3. Stransky. However, Bective recycle. Quick ball again. Gavin Kelly. Bobby Holland now. Gilso looking for options. Little tip on by Halpotes. Set up again by Chris Hennessy. Pack just working the ball on. We've got the buff on the charge. Good hit there by 8, Andrew Daly, but Bective recycle again. Chris Poole on the charge. Bective continue down the short side. Bective into the corner, can't see what's going on. You've probably got a better picture than me. Ball is with the pack. I can't see what's going on. But they're picking and jamming, picking and jamming. Now eventually they're going to go out wide. Another long crossfield kick by Gilson into the hands of Dave McPolan. Oh, unfortunate, he slips. However, he recovers well. Needs support, needs support. Ref is bringing it back. Was playing an advantage. Penalty to Bective. Second penalty by Clonmel in this half. Oh, he's coming out with the card. He's coming out with the card. He is. Hand in the pocket. Not sure who he's given that to. But Clonmel now down a man. It's one of the forwards. Need him to turn around before I can see his number. Okay, so Clonmel down to 14. Great attacking platform for Bective here now. They are 5 metres out.
Come on,
5-man call by Bective. Taken at the front by the ever reliable Gavin Kelly. Ball with Chris Poole. Now at the back with Christian Hennessy by the look of it. Some of the backs had their weight. We're very short. We're very close. Very close now. Halpenny takes it on. Bobby Holland on the crash ball. Halpo goes again. Hennessy. Stopped by Joey O'Connor. Good tackle. However, ref is calling it back for another penalty against Clonmel. Two penalties in short succession. We're 70 minutes on the clock here. Ref telling Bective to calm down. Ref having another word now with Clonmel. Two penalties in quick succession and a yellow card, so sure he's warning them. Bective in the red zone here. You cannot keep continuing to offend. Henry Buttimer, animated, chatting with the ref. However, it's a Bective penalty. We do have a man down as well for Clonmel. It's number 4, Tom O'Dea. Scored a try against us 4 weeks ago up in Donnybrook. Now, if Gilso is watching, and he is, they are very narrow. They've got nobody out wide on the far side. Would be a risky play. However, he's taking the safe option into the corner. 5 metre line out for Bective. Need to score here, lads. Need to score here. Remember, Clonmel down a man in the pack as well. Hennessy with the throw. Again taken by Gavin Kelly in the middle. Now the ball at the back with Chen. Bective easing forward. Backs joining into the maul now. Maul has come down. Maul has come down. Where Chen comes around the corner, has a go. Slow ball. Going to have to give it to the forwards. Truck it up, are we? Luke Meon has a go. Now Halpo spreads it out wide. Ben Garrett. Huge pass outside to Dave McPoland. Oh, he's tackled. Not sure there was arms in that tackle. There wasn't, you know. That was a try-saving tackle. That should be under the post for a penalty try. Be consistent. Be consistent. It is. He is consistent, but we'll have the penalty try, please. He's not given the penalty try. Like, that was the last line of defence. If that guy hadn't taken Dave McPoland, it was a try. That's inconsistent. Oh. Who'd be a referee? Having to listen to gobshites like me turn into them. Second yellow card for Clonmel. They're now down to 13. Penalty opportunity for Bective. So it was 20. Luke Hogan, one of the backs, who's now in the bin. Gilso, I assume, will go into the corner again.
Come on, Clonmel!
Now concerted pressure by Bective, but we need to score. There's that guy Gavin Kelly again. Good drive on by Bective now against a one-man down Clonmel pack, and eventually Bective get in, score the try they were looking for. Not sure who got it. Could have been Donald Lawler. Not sure. Forgive me. We'll find out in the dressing room afterwards, but key point now is that brings it back to Clonmel 24, Bective 15, and a possible conversion to come. Substitution for Bective, Ben Garrett coming off, being replaced by Cork's finest Tom McCarthy. This kick is crucial. It would make it a 7-point game. We're on 75th minute. So crucial. Conor Halpenny taking over the kicking duties. Struck it well, but it's going to be short. Hits the post. So we're 75 coming up to 76 minutes. It is a 9-point game. Clonmel 25, Bective 15. Jesus, your nerves will be shot watching this.
Let's go, Clonmel! Come on! Come on, Clonmel! Keep her up here! Give your time now!
So Joey O'Connor kicks it long. Underneath it, Oisin McCluskey. Tackled on the 22-metre line. Bective going out wide. Tim Carroll gliding like a gazelle. He's over the 22. Gets the pass away to Dave McPolan. However, ball is turned over. Ball has gone loose. Clonmel's possession. Conor Bowen. Stop. Penalty against Bective. Bit of pleasantries being exchanged between the two packs there. Final sub for Bective coming on as well. Number 20, Conor Murphy, replacing number 11, Dave McPolan. If I was Clonmel now, I'd waste the time in the clock and I'd go for the points. Joey O'Connor's a fine kicker. Bective man limping off injured there. It looks like Conor the Buff Kelly, so Oscar Regan is going to come back on. So decision time for Clonmel. What are they going to do? They're going down the line. They're going down the line. Joey O'Connor. It's a good kick, to be fair. It's the ball about 12 metres out from the Bective try line. We're on 78 and a half minutes on the stadium clock, but there will be a couple of minutes extra for stoppages, number of stoppages in this second half. 9-point game. Clonmel go long, well taken at the back by Tom O'Dea. They've got them all on, they've got the drive. Daly breaks off, he's tackled just shy of the line. It's danger here for Bective, danger here. Slow recycle by Clonmel.
Keep it tight, lad.
O'Dea again. Sorry, Daly rather, with the ball at the back. He'll fancy his chances. He offloads it to Manu, I think it was. They're right in front of the Bective post. They're maybe 2 metres out. Again, slow recycle. They'll go with the pack.
Get the ball out.
Another drive by the pack. Again, they're just short, but they're inching forward. Also wasting time on the clock, which is exactly what they want to do. Stransky.
Come on, Clonmel.
Manua. He's taken shy. Ross having to dig it out the halfback. Oh, relieving penalty. So stadium clock has just turned 80, but we know there's at least 5 minutes of added time. Another 10 metres now from the ref for back chat, so good relieving kick from Bective will get them back up to halfway and give us one last chance to close the gap here.
Come on, man, keep it going.
Okay, not the finest kick by Tim. We're into injury time here now. Can Bective dig it out? Looking for a losing bonus point at this stage. Or, another try would give us a 4-try bonus point as well. At the moment, we're getting nothing out of this game. It's a 9-point gap. It's overthrown. Ball is broken loose. It's taken by Clonmel. Bective will be disappointed with that. Clonmel, they also have numbers out wide now. Skipper Bodimer, he was well tackled. He may have been better served. Ball is broken loose again now. Oisin McCluskey gets the ball to Tim Carroll. He hacks the ball down the pitch. It's up to the Clonmel 22. Who's back for Clonmel? It's 12, Joey O'Connor. He just clears his lines. Is it going to make touch? It's not. Taken on the halfway by Bobby Holland. Offloads to Oisin McCluskey. He slips. Unfortunate. Gavin Kelly has taken the initiative. He's up to the 22. He's looking for somebody with him. He finds Tim Carroll. Bective are in with the last move of the game. Bective get 4 tries. 4 try to Bective, so we'll at least get a point out of this. Jesus, your heart sideways with this team. Pass looked a bit dodged, but we'll take it.
So bring feet out, that's teeth.
It's 24-20, but crucially that's a 4th try for Bective. So score at the moment 24-20. Bective will get a point. Bective will get 2 points out of this game. So a 4 try bonus point and losing by 7. Gilso with the kick, rushed it a little bit. Okay, so we have a 4-point game here. Clonmel 24, Bective 20. We're in injury time. Referee Breon Bennett is going to restart this match. Jesus, not over yet. Now. Receiving this kickoff is crucial for Bective. Crowd getting hugely animated here. Clonmel coach Pat O'Connor chatting with the touch judge, asking what's going on. Long kick taken by Oisin McCluskey. Makes it up just outside the 22. They haven't brought him down yet. Eventually they do bring him down. Now Bective, they going for the win. They are, they are. Chris Rowland. However, he stopped at source. Offloads it to Bobby Holland. Now Bective, loads of numbers here. Loads of numbers. Work the ball wide. Donald Lawler. He's done well. Brings the ball up to the 10-metre line. Hoppo, quick ball. It is quick ball. Now Tom McCarthy bundled into touch. Ball breaks loose in the tackle. Taken on by 11, Freddie Davis. There it is, folks. Referee Breon Bennett blows the whistle. And enthralling, a thrilling, a fantastic game of rugby here in a gloomy Ardguia. Clonmel run out victors. Words between the two captains there. It's not a great look, lads. Clonmel run out victors. Congratulations, Clonmel win 24-20. 3 tries for Clonmel, so they'll take 4 points of this game. Bective, let's be honest, on the road down here in Clonmel. More than happy, I think, although disappointed with losing the game. I think we'll be more than happy to take a 4 try bonus point and also a second bonus point for losing by 7. This is Bective Rangers TV, produced and directed by Louis Manahan. On camera, Rory O'Connor. I'm Chuck Byrne. That's a wrap.